I don't know. I mean, and that's why I can't wait to dive into this, Bob. Is it's old school, and I know I sound frequently on this program get off my lawn about the shift and all the stuff going on in baseball now, where it's just a walk, a home run, or a strikeout like so many times, and and we're talking about exit velocity, and this just reminds me of a different time and how the sport has changed. What do you make of how the sport is today?
Don't forget launch angle or spin rate.
I know, right? I mean,
I'm with you. I'm not happy with the way the game has. I won't say evolved. I'll say devolved. I'm not happy with it, and I'm hoping that somehow we can get it reversed in some way. But I'm not pleased with it at all. But this speaks to I was going to say a more relaxed and happier time and a more sensible time in baseball, for sure. I'll give you an example of what's in the book that will never be seen again. On the 25th of September 1977, the Red Sox were playing their last road game of that season in Tiger Stadium. Reggie Cleveland took to the mound. 18 hits later, he had a complete game 12-5 victory, in which he struck out one, walked no one, and had 2 3-ball counts, deftly scattering 18 hits. I don't think we're going to see that one again. That's the old game.
No, I'm with you on that front as well, Bob, because I just remember a different time where the game was more wide open and the game was more about stealing a base, about a hit and run, about making sure somebody's in, hitting the gap, not putting 4 outfielders in there because the analytics says something like that, or just and I could see again the metric on this show that I try and plug into what fans of this show want to hear or see. And the metrics I could see is our YouTube page in this 21st century. I could see what people want to talk about or what's interesting to them. And the only baseball items that rate is when I rant against Angel Hernandez or Dan Bellino massages Madison Bumgarner's pitching hand while staring into his eyes. Like that's what rates right now for baseball.
Well, it is. It's depressing for me. It's scary. Nothing's forever. This is our oldest team sport in America. It goes, the organized baseball leagues go back as far as the 1860s, and certainly the first real one that stuck was 1871. So we go back well over 150 years, and it was our national pastime. It is no longer. We know that. I think it has things in it that no other game has. But generations change, things change. I remind people that on the onset of the 20th century, the 3 most popular sports in America, without any question, right up to 1960, roughly, were baseball, boxing, and horse racing. Now, we know what's happened to the other 2, and let's salute Strike Rich, or Rich Strike, whoever his name is. Yes. I watched that race, too. But we know what's happened to the other 2, and it would be folly for baseball to think that the changing tastes of a 21st century population wouldn't consign baseball to the dustbin as well if they're not careful about the product they're putting out there. I think we both feel that way.
And then I am remiss in one other, I guess, baseball story that people it resonates with them, and this is a good one. Is Ohtani? Whenever we talk about Ohtani, people kind of dig that. Grand Slam home run, Oppo last night. This guy is unbelievable, and him and Trout together. Finally, this is some good stuff, right?
Well,
that's the good stuff.
We had a full showcase last Thursday in Boston. He went 7 wonderful innings, striking out 11, just dazzling people. I mean, by the second inning, I'm sitting there looking at this. I said, he's got one guy on a fastball. He's got another guy on a slider. He got another guy on a straight old-fashioned curveball. He's got another guy on a splitter. I said, when's the changeup coming? And this is before the second inning was over. He had struck out 4 different people on different pitches. And then, of course, he gets 2 hits. He hits the ball to the 420 sign in center, and he hits one off the wall. It was the full showcase for the most part. He's extraordinary. And of course, they had a wonderful note in their notes that this is the first time since 1919, and you can guess who, that where the starting pitcher batted in the top 4 spots in the order.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.